But to get there, I had to have a plan, and I had to work hard. And part of my plan was to become a naval aviator, and then a Navy test pilot, and then an astronaut. And in 1986, I drove off to flight school at Pensacola, Florida. Now, 1986 is the year that the movie Top Gun came out. And I'm kind of embarrassed to say this, but literally, as I drove through the gate of Naval Air Station Pensacola, I had that cheesy music from the movie playing on the tape deck. I think it was that Danger Zone song. And after being there a couple months, I realized that I am not Maverick. I was not a particularly good pilot. I really struggled in the beginning. And after about a year, I had to go out and land on an aircraft carrier for the first time. Now, when the Navy sends you to land on a ship for the first time, there is not anybody that's crazy enough to go with you. It's just you all by yourself. And I launched out of NAS Jacksonville, and I showed up at the USS Lexington. This thing seemed like the size of a postage stamp floating in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. And I did my 2 touch-and-go landings where you just touch the deck, and then I did 4 rested landings where the hook grabs the wire. And then I went back to shore that evening, and eventually that night I was debriefed by the instructor pilot that had been watching from the back of the ship. And you know the first thing he said to me? He said, "Are you sure this career is for you?" He says, "Do you got another option?" He goes, "You didn't do very well at this." You know, I did so poorly, I actually think that Tom Cruise would have been better. And I don't mean the character from the movie, I mean the actor Tom Cruise would have been better at landing on the ship than I was. You know, but I didn't give up. And the guys that did really well that day did not go on to become test pilots or astronauts. You know, I truly believe that how good you are at the beginning of anything you try is not a good indicator of how good you can become. I'm a prime example of somebody who was able to overcome a lack of aptitude with practice, persistence, and the drive to never, ever give up.